everyone doing today? After yesterday's conversations, I was hoping I was going to show up this morning and you folks had it all figured out, but I guess that's not the case. All right, so I'm going to take about 10 minutes to talk to you a little bit about what we're thinking about when we contemplate the future of television in this country. The way I look at it today, our consumers consume TV content on more platforms, in more places, on more devices, through more distribution points than we've ever seen before. These changes have and will continue to create opportunities for us and our industry. The big question is, folks, how do we maximize the potential we have in front of us while not losing sight of the strengths that we've built over the many, many years? In some cases, audiences are taking more control over their programming schedules. TV content has never been better. We are living in the platinum age of television, and consumers' opportunity for access to this content continues to expand. But the lion's share of consumption still happens in prime time and still driven by linear television. Timing and context still matter. Hence 5 billion minutes of consumption around television over the first 6 nights of the NHL playoffs. Some of the viewing of our top shows happens according to our viewers' schedules and not our own. Millennial audiences spend more time in front of their mobiles every day than they do watching traditional television screens. Although these guys seem pretty engaged to what they're doing. Future demos are growing up in an on-demand world where much of the content they consume and love is available to them at the touch of an app or a click of a controller. I've got a couple of these at home. How many of you folks see this on your daily basis? And through all this change emerges incredible opportunity. These new screens with an ever-growing number of streams, on-demand services, OTT, are growing and not shrinking the TV audiences. More choices in more places, anytime, any place, but the control is in the hands of our viewers. The opportunity for us at Rogers, we believe, starts and ends with our data. With our evolution of new digital and IP-based networks over the past few years has come a flurry of new screen and mobile-based viewing opportunities. New over-the-top services that kick off a ton of new data in real time. Now is the time to blend this new digital data with the power and reach of mass linear platforms, and to ensure that we have a solid framework in place as we continue to evolve to more IP-based distribution. Welcome to our data lake. We believe this is a huge part of our future. 25,000 data points consumed every single second. Viewing behavior from over 2.3 million set-top boxes. Over 52 million machine visits and 30 million usage cookies every single month. Premium location data from millions of mobile devices as they intersect with over 15 million points of interest in Canada every single day. Our data lake is deep. Now more data than 60 million 4-drawer filing cabinets could hold, and growing at 25,000 points a second. Fully protected, anonymous, and aggregated. I'm sure my lawyers are in the room. And if it's not anonymous and aggregated, we have consent to use it. So big deal. You have a lot of data. How do we leverage? Well, we think about it like this. Let's meet Social Mom. We know she likes music and sporting events and fine dining, and she's very active on social media. Or our millennials, we know they love their mobiles and are consuming TV content on all types of platforms and devices. They are content insatiable. And let's not forget, my favorite dudes, the sports fans. We can remind them to pick up beer as they pass the beer store on their way home to watch the big game. So let me share our thoughts and some of our early insights around our programmatic TV solution. Last fall, November 28th to be exact, it's drilled in John de Lamont's head. We took a very big leap. We wanted to try something different. We wanted to leverage our data, and we were tired of talking about it without any movement forward. So we launched a beta version of our PTV service, what we now lovingly call PTV 1.0. Now listen, we knew it wasn't going to be perfect out of the gate. And I have to thank many of the people in this room, our partners, who embraced many conversations with us. Your fingerprints are all over the platform and the foundation of this solution. And I know that moving forward, we will continue to blaze this path forward together. So with transparency, here's where we're at today. First, it's important for us to define our vision of programmatic. Everyone loves to throw this terminology around. What programmatic means to us, and boiled right down, is extremely simple. It's the marriage of automation with new data. That's it. That simple. Computers talking to computers. It's not household addressable. Our inventory is not auctioned in real time, and we're not leveraging trading desks. What's in our advanced data, our current data ecosystem, as I've already detailed, we're aggregating valuable first-party data pulled from our TV, digital, and mobile platforms. This we are blending with credible data from the likes of Numeris, Prism 5, StatsCan to ensure we align with Canada's general population. And the output is valuable, niche audience segments that inform stronger linear TV schedules and provide a bridge to cross-target on digital platforms. Like the social moms you heard about earlier, or fast foodies, or auto intenders, we've started with 10 simple audience segments. And we did that because when we looked around the world, that's all the feedback we had gotten. Keep it simple from those that have already started to blaze down these paths. But already our conversations have shifted to custom audience development with our advertising partners, and we've started this work with a few of you. We want to merge the best of our data with the best of yours, informing stronger media decisioning overall. Our goal out of the gate was to keep it simple, and so far I think we've achieved that. Working with our partners, Videology, we need to choose an audience segment, provide campaign details, and let the recommendation engine take over. And at the mid-campaign point, the platform completes an optimization based on new data to ensure the audience is still being maximized. One of the early points of feedback that we received from our agency partners was that a broadcast post wasn't enough to understand the real value here. So one of the responses that we developed, something that we're still very early beta stages, is something we call Ppv Pulse, which links mobile phone customers to potential set-top box viewers to try to figure out and get real-time feedback to understand the engagement improvements around our campaigns. We're trying to leverage different platforms that we have control to get more data. And we're not finished there, as we look at new ways to attribute return path data with in-store sales lift. We've only just begun to leverage the value of this data, and all this effort sets us up well as we ready the launch of our IPTV service in sometime 2018. So here are my challenges to our fine industry, and I have a short, a medium, and a long-term challenge, and we've talked a lot about them over the past day and a half. Number one, low-hanging fruit. We need to create an open cable ecosystem solution to capture the full effect of our VOD ad market. People, we have an opportunity here that we are leaving unfettered. We need to focus on that. Number two, Neil just talked about it. We need to develop a third-party verified measurement solution for cross-screen viewing. This will continue. We have to measure it. My data is great, but you guys want to make sure that third-party data is keeping me honest. And it's good for the entire industry. I fully support it. And the third one, much longer term, likely 3 to 5 years, is to start build out an addressable IPTV solution for the Canadian marketplace across all distributors. Ladies and gentlemen, there are no silver bullets here. There are no shortcuts. There are no easy answers. And yes, this is very hard work. But I'm confident that if we continue to have open conversations like we're having today and continue to support new initiatives that take advantage of the opportunities that are right in front of us, we will continue to make this industry better and ensure the industry is very healthy for years to come. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Al. Do we have any questions from the audience? All right, I have one, Al. So I have a quick question for the audience. How many SVP level people from the BDU side of the business are here today? One. And I think that's why this problem seems so intractable. When we were working on early together, crossing the aisle to the BDU side was critical. Nothing would have happened without that. How did you guys manage that internally for these types of projects?
Listen, I think it's communication. I think our organization is focused on primarily customer service, but at the same time, we see the shifting tides. There's more and more viewing on our VOD platforms, and guys, we've seen this before. I don't know why we're so surprised. We need 2 tiers of revenue for every platform. That's got to be the healthy side of it. So we've got to find ways to monetize viewing on that VOD platform. Training our viewers to watch content on their terms without having to commit something, which is watching ads, I think is wrong, and we need to fix that problem.
I have a question. Do you have any positive or negative campaign sort of experience with this platform that you can speak of?
Yeah, listen, my hope today was to come in here with a case study. We're not ready yet, right? We got launched a little bit later than we had hoped. Where's my boy John? He's around here somewhere. We've got 7 or 8 campaigns that are kind of in the pipe right now. I would love next year to have 10 or 12 case studies that I can share with you folks, but we're pushing hard to bring this thing to life. And I know Sherry O'Neill in the room, I'm not working fast enough, so I apologize. I'm trying.
One more question we have time for? All right, I'll ask one more, Al. In taking these new products to market, what were the biggest challenges you saw in terms of agencies and advertisers accepting them?
Yeah, listen, I think we've talked a lot about it over the last 3 days. I think, we've talked a lot about addressability and digging in on that. But guys, there's low-hanging fruit here. It took a long time for us to get marketers excited about VOD. And I'll be frank, I was a bit mystified by that. I think we need our agency and our marketing partners to take a little bit of a leap of faith with us. This is not going to be perfect. It's going to be bumpy and rocky because this is not easy stuff. But if there's open, transparent conversation and we're sharing data and we are testing and trying new things, eventually this stuff will become secondhand and we'll move on to the bigger things when the opportunities arise themselves. But the low-hanging fruit is something we got to focus on today.
Great, thanks a lot, Al.
Yeah, no problem.